Jeremiah Grant was a nobody, a small-town boy with big dreams. He worked hard, very hard. He started a small business. It took off. Jeremiah became a millionaire. Jeremiah remembered his roots. He helped those in need, scholarships for poor kids, food for the hungry. He felt good. He was making a difference. The more Jeremiah made, the more he wanted. Bigger houses, fancier cars. He craved more. He forgot about giving. He forgot about others. Jeremiah's journey began in a modest neighborhood where dreams were simple and aspirations were grounded. But as he climbed the ladder of success, his desires grew insatiable. The allure of wealth and the trappings of luxury became his driving force. He started with a small, comfortable home, but soon that wasn't enough. He moved into a sprawling mansion with rooms he never even used. His garage, once home to a single reliable car, now housed a fleet of the latest sports cars, each more extravagant than the last. The thrill of acquisition became his addiction. He was on top of the world, or so he thought. Jeremiah's success was evident to everyone around him. He was the epitome of the self-made man, the one who had it all. But with every new possession, he felt a growing emptiness. The more he acquired, the more he realized that material wealth couldn't fill the void within. He had forgotten the joy of giving, the satisfaction of helping others. His relationships suffered as he became more self-centered. Friends and family who once cherished his company now felt neglected and unimportant. Jeremiah's world, though filled with luxury, was becoming increasingly lonely. In his moments of solitude, Jeremiah began to reflect on his life. He remembered the days when he found happiness in the simplest of things. The laughter shared with friends, the warmth of family gatherings, the sense of community. He realized that in his pursuit of success, he had lost touch with what truly mattered. The more he thought about it, the more he understood that true success wasn't measured by the size of his house or the brand of his car, but by the impact he had on the lives of others. Determined to make a change, Jeremiah started to reconnect with his roots. He reached out to old friends, mended broken relationships, and began to give back to his community. He found joy in helping others, in making a difference. The more he gave, the more fulfilled he felt. His life, once dominated by the pursuit of material wealth, was now enriched by the connections he made and the lives he touched. Jeremiah discovered that true success was not about what he had, but about what he gave. Jeremiah's journey taught him a valuable lesson. The seduction of success can lead one astray, but it's never too late to find the right path. By focusing on what truly matters, he found a deeper, more meaningful sense of accomplishment. His story serves as a reminder that while it's important to strive for success, it's equally important to stay grounded and remember the value of giving and connecting with others. In the end, it's the relationships we build and the positive impact we have on the world that define our true success. Greed took over, bad investments, risky deals. Jeremiah's world began to crumble. He lost everything, his money, his friends, his family. He was alone. One day, wandering the streets, Jeremiah found a Bible. It was a day like any other, the sun casting long shadows on the pavement as he meandered through the familiar alleyways of his neighborhood. The city was alive with its usual hustle and bustle, people moving with purpose, cars honking and the distant hum of conversations blending into a symphony of urban life. Jeremiah, however, felt detached from it all, lost in his thoughts, searching for something he couldn't quite name. As he turned a corner, his eyes caught sight of something unusual lying on the ground. It was a book, but not just any book. The cover was worn, the pages slightly yellowed, but the title was unmistakable: The Holy Bible. Intrigued, he bent down and picked it up, feeling the weight of it in his hands. It seemed almost serendipitous, as if the universe had placed it there just for him. He brushed off the dust and opened it, curious about what he might find inside. As he flipped through the pages, certain words seemed to leap out at him, glowing with an inner light. It was as if the book was alive, speaking directly to his soul. He read passages about love, faith, and redemption, each one resonating deeply within him. The words were powerful, almost magical, and he felt a strange sense of peace wash over him. It was a feeling he hadn't experienced in a long time, a sense of clarity and purpose that had been missing from his life. He continued to read, losing track of time, completely absorbed in the wisdom contained within those pages. One particular verse stood out to him, more profound than the rest. "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" The words echoed in his mind, each syllable carrying a weight that he couldn't ignore. Jeremiah finally understood. He had been chasing after material success, striving for wealth and recognition, but in the process he had lost sight of what truly mattered. The realization hit him like a bolt of lightning, illuminating the path he needed to take. He closed the Bible, holding it close to his chest, and made a silent vow to change his ways. From that moment on, he would seek not just the riches of the world, but the riches of the soul. He would strive to be a better person, to live a life of meaning and purpose, guided by the wisdom he had found in that old forgotten book. And so, with a renewed sense of hope and determination, Jeremiah set out on a new journey, one that would lead him to true fulfillment and inner peace. He hit his knees, he prayed for forgiveness, for guidance. He knew he had a long road ahead. He was determined to change. He found strength in faith. People noticed a change in Jeremiah. He was humble. He volunteered at a soup kitchen. He helped rebuild homes. Slowly, people began to trust him again. He found forgiveness. Jeremiah never forgot his lesson. He rebuilt his life, but differently. He used his skills to help others. He found joy in giving back. He discovered the true meaning of wealth. Jeremiah's story is a reminder. Wealth is a tool. It's a means to an end, not the end itself. Jeremiah, a humble craftsman, always carried his toolbox with him. It was a symbol of his skills, his hard work, and his dedication. But more importantly, it was a reminder that the true value of his work lay not in the tools he used, but in the lives he touched with his creations. Jeremiah often reflected on the nature of wealth. He knew that material possessions, like an empty treasure chest, could never truly satisfy the soul. He would stand at the edge of his village, looking out at the horizon, contemplating the true meaning of prosperity. For him, wealth was not about accumulating gold or silver, but about the richness of experiences and the depth of relationships. True wealth is measured by the lives you touch, the love you share. Jeremiah found joy in the simple moments of life, the warm embrace of a friend, the laughter shared around a family dinner table. These were the treasures that filled his heart and gave his life meaning. He believed that the connections we make with others are the true currency of life, the good you do in the world. Jeremiah was always ready to lend a helping hand. Whether it was fixing a neighbor's roof or crafting toys for the village children, he found fulfillment in acts of kindness. He understood that the impact of his actions would ripple through the community, creating a legacy of generosity and compassion. His life was a testament to the power of giving and the importance of contributing to the greater good. That's a legacy worth building. Jeremiah's legacy was not measured by the wealth he accumulated, but by the seeds he planted, both literally and figuratively. He would often plant trees knowing that they would provide shade and fruit for future generations. As he watched the sunset with his family, he felt a deep sense of contentment, knowing that he had lived a life of purpose and meaning. His story reminds us that the true measure of wealth lies in the positive impact we have on the world and the love we leave behind. Jeremiah also believed in the power of education and knowledge. He spent countless hours teaching the village children, sharing his skills and wisdom with the next generation. He knew that by empowering others, he was creating a brighter future for his community. The joy in the children's eyes and the gratitude of their parents were the greatest rewards he could ever receive. His dedication to education and mentorship was another way he measured his wealth. The village often celebrated Jeremiah's contributions with festivals and gatherings. These events were a testament to the strong sense of community he helped foster. The laughter, music, and shared meals were a reflection of the bonds that held the village together. Jeremiah's wealth was evident in the joy and unity of his community. He understood that true prosperity comes from the collective well-being of the people around us. As the years passed, Jeremiah's family grew, and so did his influence. His children and grandchildren carried on his legacy of kindness, hard work, and community spirit. The village thrived, and the values he instilled continued to shape the lives of those who knew him. Jeremiah's story is a powerful reminder that the true measure of wealth is not found in material possessions, but in the love, kindness, and positive impact we leave behind. When Jeremiah passed away, the entire village came together to honor his memory. They built a memorial in his name, a symbol of the profound impact he had on their lives. As they paid their respects, they shared stories of his generosity, wisdom, and unwavering spirit. Jeremiah's legacy lived on in the hearts and minds of the people he touched. His life was a testament to the true measure of wealth, a life well lived, filled with love, kindness, and meaningful connections.